Good morning, students. Class 10 Computer. Today we will start chapter number 3, Conditional Constructs in Java. Last day we discussed some question answers from chapter number 2. Today I will give you some homework in which you have to do some more questions from chapter number 2. Then we will discuss it. First you try to do those questions by yourself. Okay. Now we will start chapter number 3. It is about conditional constructs. So first of all we will discuss about the programming constructs. In a program, the statements are categorized into the following constructs. Means which type of construct we can use in the Java programming. Number 1 is sequence construct. Number 1 is sequence construct. Next one is conditional construct. Third is iteration construct. So one by one we will see about these type of constructs. Already we discussed these programming constructs in previous class. Now again we will revise about these constructs. First of all about the sequence construct. What is sequence construct? In a sequence construct the statements are executed one after the other. Means how the statements are written in the program one after another it will execute. Means in the sequence it will execute. It will not jump the statement. It will not return back. Means it will move in a sequence. All the statements will execute one after other. For example, I have one program in which I will add two numbers. So first of all I will import the java.util, means I will import util package. Then we will create a class program in which I will create a function that is main, void main. Okay. And I have to add two numbers, so I will take two variables, both are of integer type. Int a, that's its value is 5. Second variable is b, it is of integer type and its value is 16. Then I will take one more variable s, in which I will keep the sum of these two variables. Okay, that is s. It is also of integer type. So int s is equals to a plus b. Means we will add the values which are stored in variable a and variable b, and after the addition I will store it into the variable s. Okay. Then what it will do? First of all, in this program I will add these two numbers. So, and then first I will print the value of a, then I will print the value of b, and then I will print the value of c. So when we will execute this program, first of all it will allocate the memory for three integer type variables. For a 5, b 16, and then after the addition of a and b it will store in the variable s. Then at the printing time also it will print in the sequence. Means first it will print the value of a, it means it will print value of a 5, then it will print second value of b, means it will print the value of b 16, and then in the last value of s, means it will print value of s 16 plus 5 means 21. Okay. So in this way all the statements will execute one after other. Okay. Then type of programming construct is conditional construct. So in conditional construct, the statements will execute only if they satisfy a given condition, not like the sequence construct. In sequence construct, all the statements will execute one after other, how it was given in the program. But here, if the condition will satisfy, only then statements will execute, otherwise it will not execute any other statement. Or what it will do, if else part is given, then it will execute another statement. Okay, if a statement is true, then one part of coding will execute, else another part of coding will execute. Okay, so we will see here one more example related to conditional construct. Again, we will import the util package. Then I have the same class, program, function, main, and in this we declare two variables, both are of integer type. First one is a, value is 5. Second variable b of integer type, its value is 16. And now I am giving a condition that if a is greater than b. So first it will check the condition. Is a greater than b? Your condition is true or false? Of course it is false, because a is not greater than b. Then it will not execute this statement. Which statement? System.out.println, means it will not print this one, greater number is a. Okay, it will not execute this statement. It will jump to else part. Okay, because a is not greater than b, condition is false. So which condition we were given, within that condition which block is here, it will not execute those statement of that block. Okay, it will move to else part, and it will execute if condition is false. System.out.println, a larger number is b. It means it will print larger number is 16. Okay, so if condition is true, then only it will execute the related statements. If condition is false, then it will execute another part of statement. Okay, means which statements we declared for the false part. So this type of constructs are based on conditions. If conditions satisfied, then only that related statements will execute. Now third type of construct is iteration construct. So what happen in iteration construct? Means a group of statement are executed repeatedly as long as given condition is true. Okay, iteration constructs are also known as looping construct. And in this type of group of statements, in this type of constructs, group of statements, it may be a single statement or it may be group of statements, those will be execute repeatedly. Means just like that, you have to welcome the guest. Okay, so you suppose you have to welcome to 100 guests, so you will say welcome, welcome, like 100 times you will repeat it. Means how many times? 1 to 100. When 100 will be over, then you will stop to say welcome. Okay, so same statement you have to repeat uh, 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 till that time when the condition is true. For example, we will see a program in which we will import the util package. Then I declare here a class, program, then there is a function, main, and I have the variable, same variable a, its value is 5. Second variable b, its value is 16. Both variables are of integer type. Now we will take a looping statement, for loop. Okay, for loop statements, already you know that in for loop statement there are three parts. First is initialization part, second is where we can give the condition, and third one where we can give the increment or decrement part. Okay, means updation. So here also we will use this iteration statement, for statement. So for we will take inside this one variable, that is k, it is of integer type. So I have written here for int k is equals to a, means k will start with the value of a, means a will start with 5. K is less than equal to b, means it will execute till that time a become equal to b. The value of a will increase every time, but when k will be equal to b, means k value will be 16, till that time k will increase, means first it will iterate, first it will execute when k is 5, then k is 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 16. Okay, so till 5 to 16, when the value of k will be 5 to 16, till that time it will execute, and it will execute, and it will execute the statements which are given in this for block. So what is given in for block? There is a printing statement, system.out.print. It will print the value of k. Okay, so it will print the value of k. First time it is 5, then after increment it will print 6, then next time 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. After that also k will increase, but condition will not satisfy, so it will print 5 to 16. Okay, so till that time condition is true, it will execute that part of that iteration block. Okay, so there are total 3 types of constructs. First one is sequence construct, second is conditional construct, and third one is iteration construct. In this chapter we have to study about the conditional construct. Now, what are the selection or conditional statements? So, condition is a programming tool that contains a block of code that gets executed only if the result of the condition is true. Okay, it means same. If the condition is true, then the related part of that block will be executed, otherwise it will not execute, or it will move to another statement, it will move to next part of the coding. Conditions can be implemented in Java by using these 3 types of statement, means in conditional construct we will use these 3 types of statements: if else statement, switch case statement and ternary operator. These all type of statements already you studied in previous class, but we will again do these all statements in our next class. First of all, we will discuss about the if else, then about the switch case, and about the ternary operator. These all are very important from your exam point of view. Okay, so from next class we will start the programming based on these conditional statements. Okay, till that time, have a great day. Thank you.